Hey everyone, I am Lieutenant Grimm, and I'm back with another video. This time, I am doing a pop can stove, or little stove like this, that I made a year ago now, actually. I've got a request a while ago. I'm not sure if I even did a video on it, of how to make one of these, but I am going to be doing that today. So how this particular one works is that instead of having a penny in the middle like a lot of people do, there's a screw. And now what the screw does, it blocks any gases from escaping from that hole. So that whenever it ignites, the gases are pushed out these little holes and it creates a little burner. Almost like we see on your stove or oven. So that's why I'm going to do that with you today. So let's get started. Things you need, of course, 2 cans, X-Acto knife, drill or Dremel, preferably with a bit to make those little holes, and a book or something like that. You can use a trace or you can do it freehand, whatever you decide. Oh, and you need a set of pliers, which I will do later on because I'm not at that step yet, which I should have the pliers on hand, yes, for crimping, but we'll do that when we get there. So anyways, this is what we're going to do. When you go to make this, you want to trace above the barcode. So what you want to do, where that little barcode skew is, your book or any other elevated thing, match it up, which I might have to take out a few pages here to do this. And this might have been too big of a book for me, but so I'm going to do this freehand then. It doesn't have to look pretty. I might do this freehand then. I'm just going to trace a little indentation at the top of the barcode. But if you want to be perfect, you can get an elevated book or even a couple PS3, PS2 games if you have them on hand to elevate it. Just trace. Yet again, it doesn't have to look pretty. And you're doing this after when you go to cut it, you might want to use gloves because when you cut aluminum, it will get sharp. So now I have that one traced out, I'm going to trace this one out. This one a little bit better. Should have done this with that one. There we go. Now, as we got both traced, you cut both bottoms off. And if you don't like the screeching sound of aluminum while cutting it, I would suggest you getting earphones or putting headphones in and start listening to music while you're doing this. There we go. Now I might edit some of this one out so you don't have to sit here watching me cut this. I'm cutting very poorly at it. And before you do this, make sure your cans are clean. As for me, I did not clean this one out, so I'm just getting soda, a little bit of soda everywhere. But I will get that later. So now what you want to do after you get that cut out, is there pull the edges in, get a file of them, so that they don't cut you. So now I got one bottom out, I'm going to do the other bottom. There we go. Now you got your bottoms cut out. You got them folded in. You got them rounded off so they're not going to cut you. Excellent. Now for these two tops, if you want for a different project, go ahead, but you don't need these anymore. So those, they're garbage. So now, what we want to do is decide which one will be your top and which one's going to be your bottom. And as you see, I think I cut this one out a little bit more nicely, so this is going to be my top. So the one you have for your bottom, if you have pliers, which I have over here, which I thought I had over here. Well, found them. So on the one, you decide that is your bottom, you take it and crimp it in 4 corners across from where you crimped it the first time. And you don't want to crimp it too much, because you still got to fill this with denatured alcohol. Or the part of crimping is that it fits inside of the top. Just want to crimp it inside, just take it and do a little bit of turn, and it turns in. Take it from the outside, a little bit of turn, and goes in. Simple. And you just want to do it with the tip of your pliers. So now you got that done. You want to take your top, and you just want to fit both pieces together. And this is the part that can get a little hard. Yeah, it can really cut you. That's why you have to push them down, round them off, or simply just use gloves. And if you fit them together and you see gaps, you can just pull them out a little bit, make sure it fits. Because this is what is going to hold the denatured alcohol for cooking. Once you put them together, just push them down, and there we go. And I need to round that one off. So fit together. That one looks small. Where's my other one at? Compared to this one, yeah, I pushed that down a little bit further, but oh well. It's more you're not going to spill. And even this small thing will have a burn time of at least ½ hour. Take the bottom, put out a little bit. There you go. Just roll the edge together. There. So now you got that done. And what you do, well, I don't have a marker, so I'm going to mark this out with my X-Acto knife. I'm going to mark out the exact center. I'm going to put a little plus sign there, so that's where my screw will go. Marked out the exact center. You put it on there. Well, this might not be, but I've marked out the center. That is where the screw will go. And evenly space around the edges, if you wanted to do it up here, is mark out your holes. Alright, you mark them out around your edges. So now you take your nifty drill with preferably a 3/8 bit. You don't necessarily have to drill the top. I'm going to get this a little closer. Because when you go, if you put enough force on with a screw to put it in there, the screw will make its own hole. So that's a nifty thing. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to drill this. Now this part I might just skip, or I'm going to just fast forward it. So enjoy.
We hunt the world, y'all, southern style, just some good old boys. Whitetail, monster bears, country boys making noise. Elk, turkey, pronghorn, it's time to get your hunt on. Bows, guns, having fun, let's get some hunting done. Everybody come gather round, your southern boys gon' lay it down. Better bring the kids, we gotta teach them, cause they're the future, we gotta reach them. We came to hunt, we brought some friends like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Alright, so now that you got your holes drilled with your trusty drill or Dremel, what you do now to finish it off is take your screw, put the top. I made a little indentation so that the screw goes in a little bit easier, but with enough force the screw will go in. But you don't want a too big hole, because when you put the screw in, it'll make its own hole. And that's why you use two hands and not one. Do this. You typically don't want a big screw. Just eyeball it, see what kind of screw you need. And you put it in, they make their own hole. So that's one of the good things. So touch bottom and there. Yeah, it's touching bottom. It has screws in. Over half an hour. This one, I'll say 45 minutes of burn time. I can get 45 minutes out of this one, which is pretty good. So by the time this burns out, my raw noodles are done. But if you want more burn time, you can make it bigger, or you can just refill it, or use two at the same time. That'll give you probably a lot more burn time. You see, slightly go together. But this one expanded a lot since it's been used a lot, and this one hasn't yet. So I plan on using this one. Keep one for in the house in case electricity goes out, and yeah, that's what they're great for. Out in the wilderness, or if you're at home, loose electricity, these come in real handy. You can still cook food, or if you have a charcoal grill. But anyways, that is the soda can stove. Yep. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share this video with your friends. Get people to, get your friends, family, other people interested in survival. Introduce them to my channel. I can get all the likes. It helps me a lot. And until next time, I am Lieutenant Grim. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.